Travis Hunter now hitting IR means he's out 4 weeks. So fantasy owners are scrambling for replacement. We're here to try and solve as many problems as we can, but Travis Hunter to IR, missing a minimum of 4 games. Could be longer, could be the season. We don't know yet. They're assessing the injury. Non-contact injury in practice yesterday. He was literally he's on the injury report, limited with the knee, and then 24 hours later, he is on IR, missing a minimum of 4 games. I don't know that I have a good feeling about this non-contact injury with the knee. Usually is some sort of ACL or pretty bad significant tear of some kind, but maybe he escaped something. But to go on IR within 24 hours of the situation, it smells awfully like a long-term injury than 4 weeks. But let's hope. The Fantasy Football Show, somber breaking news edition begins now.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
Now, of course, Diami Brown, Washington, they definitely go up in value. There's certainly going to be room for them in this offense, but really what it comes down to is BTJ getting healthy as quickly as he can. Brown is probably, and Parker Washington probably going to get an uptick to the tune of like a wide receiver 4-5, maybe 5-6, but nobody should be sticking one of these guys in their wide receiver 3 spot. I suppose with injuries and buys maybe, but in general, I don't think either are wide receiver 3s. But BTJ is really the only hope that this passing attack has of having any sort of success whatsoever. So BTJ, who is sitting right now out with a shoulder injury or limited, but spot checking him daily, maybe he ends up, playing like Worthy. Maybe he ends up playing better than Worthy. He's got the shoulder issue just like Worthy, wearing a jacket just like Worthy. Worthy's doing it. Maybe BTJ can do it. Maybe this is the push BTJ needed to get back on track, because he's been in his own head, because this guy, Travis Hunter, has been the golden boy, comes in and takes his job, gets all the attention, and BTJ has not handled it well. BTJ has not responded well. So maybe we see something out of BTJ here that we wouldn't have with the situation. But horrible news. IR, 4 weeks minimum, but there very well could be a longer term injury going on here, taking place here, and we'll just have to play it by ear as the information comes in. They're assessing his value right now. They're assessing it right now, and we'll have to play it by ear, but devastating news for the NFL too. I mean, he's such an exciting kid, Travis Hunter, such an exciting kid to watch. Non-contact injuries, the worst. I mean, it's just devastating. Just devastating. Trades, what can you do? I've got a list of guys here that are potential saviors for your team at the right price. Rico Dowdle at running back. Jamison Williams at the right, near free cost of entry. No one's saying buy him as old value. Nico Collins, you can buy him way cheaper than you should be able to get him, coming off a concussion and bye week out of the way. Josh Allen, not playing anything close to a top 5 quarterback right now, so you can buy him way cheaper than you should. And Brock Bowers, people hate the offense. People hate Brock Bowers right now. These are guys that can really help you. I have to think that Tootin and ETN and some of the assessments we have on whether you start ETN or other players might be changing this week. Now, the offense could essentially tank, real badly. Let's get this marker to work. The offense could tank so badly that ETN isn't able to even, thrive at all. Did I leave the marker open? What's going on here? Travis Hunter being hurt has nothing to do with me smacking my marker table. JMO and then ETN and Tootin together. But ETN and Tootin together has to be a combo. You can't have ETN without Tootin right now. But Bowers, Josh Allen, Nico, Dowdle, Jamo, ETN, and Tootin, these are very solid buy lows. BTJ could be on this list, but I'm not going to. The injury is something I'm not going to tell people to dive into and take that gamble unnecessarily. If you own BTJ, it's a solid proposition for you, I suppose. But right now, Travis Hunter IR 4 weeks minimum, could be longer. We'll know more. I'll definitely update you as information comes rolling in, but it's not good. So make sure you guys are on your toes about getting these guys right here. These are very, very intriguing players moving forward. Let's take some of these super chats. Devastating. I know everybody is kind of, this season's been crazy, man. It's like even though I have plenty of teams that have 5, 6, 7 wins, I'm feeling good overall, but I am all about the content creation, not about the playing, and I know how bad it is out there. It's the worst fantasy season for injuries ever. I've done this for over 2 decades professionally. I've never, ever seen a season even remotely close to this season. And we're not even through week 9 yet. We're not even through week 9. I've never seen an accumulation of injuries through 17 weeks, through 18 weeks, through a Super Bowl. I've never seen an accumulation of injuries like this before. And we're only through week number 8. We're heading into the remainder of week 9 coming off the Thursday night game. I've never seen 18 games, 20-something games, even a year and a half of injuries that are as bad as this year's injuries through 8 weeks. So I kind of can't wait for the offseason. Just to start over for all of us, for you guys, for me, for everybody. I mean, it's been just disastrous, and the Monday morning quarterbacking is insane too. I don't even want to see it right now. Don't even start going, he was told you I shouldn't have. You didn't know nothing. Don't tell me I should have taken, I knew it. You didn't know it or you would have done it. Okay. No one could see this non-contact injury coming, a non-contact knee injury. Puts him on IR. It's about to get wide receiver 1 treatment. It's just the worst luck in the world for a kid that was about to get sprinkled with wide receiver 1 treatment, and injuries and a non-contact BS injury takes out yet another young man from doing work. Zach says tough for Travis Hunter, but Hendy to the moon. Yeah, Hendy should be heading to the moon. We'll be attacking that in another live stream. Don't worry. Hendy to the mother freaking moon. Can't have nice things. We can't have nice things. Auction League offered Vidal and Hampton for Dobbins and Harvey. I mean, this is a tough one. I'd probably take Vidal Hampton right now because Vidal is great. But I don't know. I mean, and Hampton's going to be probably great. For the future. I still believe in him. But Harvey will be a big part of this end of season for a lot of people. And I think if we knew for sure when and how, it'd be different, We'd be able to explore this thing differently. Right now we're in, and I know that this is a auction league budget for the draft. So I have 210 left. I mean, it's a nice value. I don't hate this move. If you can't necessarily win now, then yeah, Hampton and Vidal probably doesn't help you. So 7, if you're worried more about next year, I guess I would take the Harvey Dobbins side. If I'm worried about next year and it's a lot cheaper for you. Now, you didn't really tell me what Hampton and Vidal are going to cost you, though. You just told me plus $10 for next year's draft. I don't know what the implications are value-wise of keeping. You're getting $10, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess if the dollar amounts don't matter, you're just getting $10. I don't mind it. I don't mind either way. I mean, I do like Harvey a lot for the future. I still do very, very much. I'm not writing him off on any level. In fact, he's just rising up. Him and Hendy are on the rise. So I'm fine with that move. But I still believe in Hampton. I like Vidal. So if you have a chance to win now, get cash money. Vidal's the answer for now. Thoughts on J.J. McCarthy's second half of the season? I think he's good to pick up, especially in Superflex or trade for if you needed to, just because he's a body. He's a warm body out there. But I don't know. I mean, he still hasn't played his rookie year. You know, he's played, a game and a half or whatever the hell he's played. It's not a lot of time. You know, we don't have a lot to go on. He's still a rookie. I mean, mentally he's not, but he hasn't even played half a rookie season. You know, he'll play essentially half of a rookie season by the end of this year. So I just don't know. I'm hopeful that I saw something in him in that second half of his first game. That's all we got. That's all we got to go on. J.J. McCarthy. I don't know what he is. No one knows what he is. I saw something, but then I also saw something I didn't like, and then he got hurt. So bad taste left in the mouth of pretty much everybody. Thoughts on J.J. McCarthy? I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes, bro. There's no promises. There's no JJ's for sure going up in value or down in value. We don't really know. JJ could go up in value. Maybe McCarthy, targets him more than we think. It's hard to say. I still buy JJ a ton. Just offered Barkley and Ibuka for my CD and JCM. I'd take Barkley and Ibuka and run, bro. Trading Monty Rams D for Debo and Aaron Jones. I'd rather have Debo and Aaron Jones with McLaurin out now. McLaurin's injured again. Trade Jalen Warren and Ladd for Keenan Allen, Sutton, and ETN. Let's see who's healthy in this trade. Ladd's banged up right now. Can't have nice things. Jalen Warren, Keenan Allen, Sutton, ETN. Give me Keenan Allen, Sutton, ETN. 5 and 3 Vidal. Running backs are a mess. Who would you get? Sell high. Sell high on Hendy if he blows. Dre, I'm going to put your message in timeout for even insinuating that, for number one. Number two, what are you talking about? Sell high on Hendy if he blows. If he blows, how are you going to sell him high? If he blows, if you mean blows as in if he blows up, I don't know that you're using the right verbiage, because a lot of people are going to insinuate this as a bad thing, a trajectory downward. I don't know what you mean, but Dre, we're putting you in timeout till you rephrase. I don't know. Thomas, I own Barkley, hold. Yeah. Bigsby, Bill, Monangai, Hendy. Hold 2, Hendy. I mean, bro. Or you're okay. I own Barkley, hold 2. Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna hold Monangai and Hendy. Well, Bigsby, I guess that's why you're saying you own Barkley. Bigsby. I think I still I want Bigsby, I do. I don't know if there's a way to do all three, but I think Monangai's got some nice hidden value. And Hendy, I mean, bro, come on. Of course you're holding Hendy. What kind of question is that? If Stevenson's ruled out, pick up Quorum or Singletary. Probably Quorum. I own Barkley, hold. Okay, guys, vote on this one. Would you rather have Bigsby or Monangai if you own Barkley? You're definitely holding our boy Hendy. Imagine not holding Hendy. Imagine not holding Hendy the time he's about to start. Like, what are we talking about? Why is that even a question? Drop Godwin for Parker Washington or Diami Brown. I don't know, bro. If you're using any of these guys, you're on your way to losing. I don't think I'm not being helpful right now. Pardon my frustration. On Halloween, I would lean Parker Washington, I think, out of all these guys. But it's a close call, Brett. It's a real close call. You got to trust your gut. 6-2, 10-man. Jalen, Josh Allen, Rico, ETN, Tootin, Woody, Hendy, Mason, Egbuka, Keenan Allen, Hunter, Warren, Fannin, any moves. I like the team a lot. You got Tootin and ETN. That's great. I think that's a great combo right now. Rico's crafty. Woody's practicing, thank God. Hendy's on the rise. Mason Aaron Jones, I trade that, I guess, if I can. Mason Aaron Jones and Keenan Allen. Mason Aaron Jones and Worthy. Mason Aaron Jones and Sutton. I don't think you're getting much, but you try and get an Adams. You try and get a bump somewhere. Mason Aaron Allen. I think Sutton or Worthy is probably easier to trade than Keenan Allen. You could trade Sutton and Worthy together for an Adams. I think Mason Aaron Jones for a Lad or a JMO even banged up. I would consider Lad, but I mean, there's risk involved. BT, appreciate you. Lost Hunter, have a few buys. Waivers are dry. Should I flex Calvin Austin, Parker Washington? I guess Parker Washington, but yeah, that's rough, bro. Lost Hunter, what move should I try and make now? Gibbs, Trevion Henderson, you're probably good there. Nico, Addison, Watson, Burton, Warren, Loveland, Likely, Tootin. I think you wait this one out, bro. I don't want you trading Lamar. He's back. He looks great. Gibbs, I don't want you trading Gibbs right now. Trevion Henderson's on the rise. Nico's just coming back. I know it feels like you got to do something, but I think you're just best to wait unless you can trade like Addison and Warren for Adams. Addison and Warren for Pickens, maybe. Garrett Wilson, maybe. Dowdle, like something like that for that combo, sure, but past that, just don't overreact. Dre, I'm going to come back to your message in a second. I'll look and see what you clarified. Trade Kyron and Keenan Allen for Nico, Kareem Hunt. Trade Kyron and Keenan Allen for Nico and Kareem Hunt. I'd rather have Kyron and Keenan Allen, I think, but that's pretty close. Tariq says trade Garrett Wilson for Hendy now. I'd want to get more if I can. But if you want to get Trey Henderson now is the time. But just be careful you don't put everything into it and you're buying at value he hasn't quite reached, and then something happens or they don't start him, and then you're devastated. Garrett Wilson's a high value target. I feel like you should be getting more. I feel like even right now, Garrett Wilson's still higher value. Not saying I don't like the idea of doing it, but not quite like that. Trade Sharps for Hendy. Now that's something I can get behind. Referring back to my super chat, my team is Mahomes, Achane, Bijan, Buka, Worthy, Garrett Wilson, McBride, Vidal, Hampton. My keepers next year are Achane 34 and Buka 21. Okay, so you're just essentially getting the money and then finishing out the year. Well, I guess I would say that if the money's more important than trying to win the year, if you can't win the year, then I guess take the dollars. But if you can win cash money, Vidal and Hampton's pretty damn good. Although if Harvey gets in there, Harvey's pretty damn good. So it's just a tough call. We don't have any guarantees that Harvey's the starter, anytime soon. So it becomes a little bit difficult to assess that. I would say that if cash money's on the line, Vidal's a little safer right now, but that could change as the wind blows, my boy. It really could. BTJ top 10 rest of season, bro. It completely depends on if he's healthy. I would hope so. Brown, Washington, as I said 5 times, I'm not that interested, but if you're in dire straits, they're a wide receiver 4 or 5, sure, that can become a 3 in a bye week situation. Henderson, BTJ, or Vidal this week. Probably Vidal's the safest. Henderson, we're kind of TBA on whether we're gonna move him in place of Vidal. Vidal's probably just safer. I do love Henderson. I'm starting Henderson almost everywhere I can. That's for sure. Husseini, I've lost neighbors, Connor, Benson, now Hunter, got Lad, Woody, hope they play. It looks like Woody's practicing. Got Rice, Genti, Judkins, 85. Don't give up. Keep working the wire, bro. Keep working the wire. Make sure you're on top of the Tutins of the world. Make sure you're on top of the JMOs of the world. You know what I'm saying? Husseini, just make sure you don't give up. I've seen you came back from you were fantastic last week, bro. Knocking off the #1 team. Don't get discouraged. Appreciate you very much. 3 and 5 from John Wayne. Appreciate you. What moves to make? Gibbs, Igbuka, Lamb. Keep those guys. T-Mac, Marks. Maybe T-Mac. Keep Hendy. Maybe T-Mac and Tracy. Maybe Charbonnet. Maybe Swift. Swift and T-Mac for one monster, bro. Go try and do it live. Pick up Manungai to cuff to your Swift. It might even make him easier to trade. But Kincaid could be traded as well. T-Mac and damn, man, T-Mac and Goff for a QB upgrade, T-Mac and Love for a QB upgrade. Go get a Josh Allen somehow. I've seen people get Josh Allen for that. I've seen it time and time again. People think Josh Allen might not come back to form this year. Maybe they believe in him long term, but he's attainable. But T-Mac and Tracy, you can get something for that. Keep trying. Keep trucking away. T-Mac and Tracy get you Dowdle and something. Could get you maybe ETN to go next to Tootin. Go get Tootin. John, don't give up. Judkin's injured on a bye week. I've seen people get for that. I mean, look, Tracy, some people think Tracy's going to be really good. Terrell Jennings to Saturn. I don't know, Johnny. Jennings to Saturn. I don't feel it. I don't feel it. Smitty, I have Dart, HN, ETN, Jacoby. 4-4 right now. Hold or sell. I definitely think HN and ETN. Where's Tootin? You better have Tootin. You don't have Tootin, you might as well just pack it in. No, I'm not really, but what are you doing? Devontae Smith, Samson Spears, 4-4. There's not a lot to trade right here, especially if you don't have Tootin. You may have to take HN and divide and conquer. You may wait a week. I mean, you still got some talent here. RJ steps in. Devontae Smith's been pretty good. I think you're probably letting it ride one more week before you divide HN up, assuming you're trade down or Amon-Ra. Try Amon-Ra now. Can you get Nico? Can you get Adams and something? Can you get Dowdle and a big name wide receiver that's just lower ranked than Amon-Ra? Try Nico first. Go Amon-Ra to Nico. And what running back can you add with that? What running back can you upgrade from Sharps or just add? What wide receiver can you upgrade from Devontae Smith or just add? Can you try that first and then move on from there? I had to do it, Smitty. Lions fan. I love Gibbs. Traded JSN, Chase Brown for Gibbs and JMO. I don't hate that. I mean, it could go either way, bro. I love Gibbs. I love Jameson or JSN. They're very, very close. If I had to draft in a vacuum, I'm drafting Gibbs over JSN. So I don't care. I think you didn't like devastate your team. KJV, appreciate you. I won the Fallout glasses. Oh, hey, KJV, I didn't know you were him on IG. Congrats, my boy. KJV won the Fallout glasses. We did another one on Instagram. So we gave away 2 this month. 1 on the show, 1 on Instagram. Not sure if you know Ramondre's ruled out. We're gonna do a stream on it, bro. Hendy, we still don't have 100% word on Hendy's rule. You just don't know. You don't know, but yes, I know, Grippy. Appreciate you though. Thanks for telling us. Grippy to the moon. Grippy with the super chat. Thanks, Grippy. Did Dre end up clarifying this question? What did Dre say? Stevenson, we know Stevenson. We'll be going live on a separate live stream right here. I want to compartmentalize this. We'll probably just come right back and do it rather than anything else. What did Dre? How did Dre end up clarifying this? What did Dre say here? Dre, what did you end up saying here? I don't know if I could find Dre. Dre, I don't know if I could find your other message. I don't even know if you did clarify this, but the answer to your question is this. Hendy, Harvey, Sharps, Nico, BTJ, Pickens. It's a good team. McBride, Gadsden. Running backs are a mess. But what running back 1 or running back 2 would you get? I think that if I'm trying to make a move right now, first of all, Vidal and Hampton's pretty solid. Hendy, this might step up. I mean, you got Woody, you got Sharps, you got a lot of players that can do it and do it live. Problem is, when I look to your team and I don't see 2 Nico Collinses, I get concerned. Like, if I saw your team and I went, okay, Dak, kind of a cluster running back situation, but could work out, and you got Nico and Puka or something. You got Nico and you know, but you only have BTJ Pickens, which I like, but it's not quite what I wanted. But then I see Gadsden and McBride, and I'm like, well, what are we doing? So Gadsden or McBride for McBride could get you a Nico Collins-esque wide receiver. JJ. London would be interesting. It's not the greatest. Maybe Gadsden for London and keep McBride. Adams. You know, Buka. Buka could be had for McBride or Gadsden. You might even be able to throw Gadsden and Sharps in the Walker order for some reason. But that's your answer, bro. That's the only answer. Dre, appreciate you, Dre, hopefully that helps. And I'm sorry I put your question, your super chat, guys, super chats. I didn't put them in timeout. I just set them aside for a minute to let Dre think about his "what if Hendy blows" comment. Hendy's he's gonna drop loads on the field, is what he's gonna do, Dre. So let's keep a positive outlook. I mean, it's just. All right, I'm going to come back in 2 minutes for a Trey Henderson live stream. I want them compartmentalized, okay? So meet me back here in 2 minutes. Let me get these 2 super chats. Dre, appreciate you dropping that. Javonte Williams, consolidation trades or moves. I don't know, man, with this squad right here. Jacobs, Javonte Williams, pretty solid. You almost keep that. Chase, Waddle, Bowers. I like what you got here. Dowdle. Maybe AJB and something. AJB and I mean, you could try trading Chuba. I like AJB for Dowdle. Oh, you got Dowdle. AJB for Buka is what I want to do. AJB for London. AJB for Pickens and something, maybe. AJB. Honestly, I'd trade Hubbard even if I have Dowdle, if I could get the right player like Hubbard and AJB for something. But AJB, try AJB for Adams, London, Pickens and something, ETN and something. I know you got RBs, but if you could start a third RB and it's ETN, then I don't mind considering trading AJB. But I think if I'm trading AJB with Hunter going down, I am trying to go after Adams, Nico, London, Pickens, and something. Maybe Garrett Wilson even. Okay, I'll be back. Any super chats after these 2, I'll put on the screen and I'll answer them when I come back. But 5 and 3 lost Hunter, picked up DK over Washington. Other wide receivers are Buka, Rice, Burden, Tesla. 5 and 3 Hunter, picked up DK over Washington. I'm fine with that. I'd rather have DK. I think DK is better. I agree with that. And then Ridley, Slayton, J-Mo on waivers. Any worth a start? J-Mo, bro. I mean, I can only scream it so loud. If J-Mo's on waivers, what do you think I'm going to tell you? I'm going to tell you to smash it, bro. I'm going to tell you to go grab the kid. He's going to have a big game, I think, coming up here. His coach, his OC said he failed him, and he's going to bring the fire with J-Mo. All right, I'll be back in 3 minutes. Come back in 3 minutes to the live stream. We'll be breaking down the Hendy situation.